Hello everyone, this is Candice van Wyk from Property Pick, and I hope you are all well today. It is a very cold day in Johannesburg. Can you believe it? In summer, we're actually experiencing some cold days, but nevertheless, still a good day. And of course, we're always excited to share some Get Property-wise information with you. Now, if you can remember last week, we really spoke about creative finance options that you're able to pursue in terms of getting into deals. And this week, we're going to be focusing on creative strategies that you're able to pursue that would be able to help you get into some of those deals you may be considering at this time or maybe even in the future. Now, just to give you an idea of some of the strategies that we're going to be talking about, we're going to be looking at rent-to-rent strategies. We're going to be talking about installment sale agreements. We're also going to be looking at back-to-back deals. And then also we're going to be talking about Airbnb as a strategy. Now, what I'm going to be focusing on today is the installment sale agreement, and I'm sure some of you may be hearing about this for the first time, but this is really another way of buying property. So let's say, for example, you're in a situation today where you cannot necessarily maybe access the amount of funds or the bond amount that you need in order to buy a property. It's important to know that if you do have access to capital funds at this time, or you've got a strategy to access capital funds at this time, then there is still an opportunity for you to get into the deal. So just to give you just a brief description in terms of what an installment sale agreement is. So the Alienation of Land Act in South Africa defines the installment sale agreement as an agreement between a seller and a purchaser, where the parties agree for the purchase price of a property to be paid to the seller in more than 2 installments, over a period exceeding 1 year, but limited to 5 years. Okay, so that's 1 year plus, but limited to 5 years. So you will have an opportunity to actually pay for the property in more than 2 installments, which is really good news for a lot of investors who are in a position today to be able to go into that type of agreement. And let's say, as I said, you might not necessarily have funds to a bond at this time. Okay, so just something for you to consider. And then also as part of our Get Property Wise this week, we'll also be talking more about these type of strategies and also how you're able to leverage them for some of your deals. And I think also when we do our Get Property Wise, ensure that you also connect with us. So if you've got some questions, we will be able to address some of those. But I also just want to make a point and just say, when you start considering an installment sale agreement, always ensure that you work with your attorneys. Very, very important. This is not your typical offer to purchase. So this is a very special type of agreement. So that is why it's so important for you to make sure that you work with your attorneys so that they would be able to assist you in terms of moving the legal process forward and making sure that, all conditions and all requirements are in place. Awesome. So I hope you learned something new today, another strategy to consider. And I wish you all a blessed day and happy investing, everyone. God bless you.